Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we're going to have a look at a 100% vanilla map that doesn't suck. Yes, it's 100% suck-free. It's a creator we've not done before, although it's not their first map. They are still relatively new. And if you're expecting a Halloween horror show, then, well, you're going to have to wait until the asset review, because I found something special for that as well. But before we go any further, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your daily reminder. That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thanks for your support. Today's map is Someplace Else by kipalamode. Love that name, kipalamode. Someplace Else, somewhat lacking in imagination. That said, it's a perfectly good name. Okay, let's have a look at the start square, shall we? And the start square is, well, it's okay. Lots of buildable spot there, I think. What about the terrain heights on the map? Loads of flat build space. Big city map here, guys. Big city map. What about the resources? And the resources, a little bit light and sketchy, but it's there. It's all there. Off to the workshop. What do you need? Well, it's a 100% vanilla map. So we'll be using the vanilla temperate theme, and we'll be using the realistic 1.2 LUTs just because we can. Nothing's been prescribed, but those vanilla themes, not the best. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start off by getting this out of the way. We are technically sort of in the fog, way outside of the 25 tiles, so we've got a little bit of terrain height issues there, but nobody's going to see that. If you're playing this vanilla rules, nobody is ever going to see that. We're going to let that go. Then we have got a lot of good stuff going on, and I mean this today, right? First of all, perfect height for that bridge. None of this double height because that's what the game wants you to have. It's just all very slick, and it goes over both crossings there very tidily as well, and some good basic detailing. It's all it really needed was a little bit of a hint of detailing under there, and that's what it's been given. And we've got what I'm going to call a perfect bridge combo. That's great stuff. If anything, my main grumble, I suppose, with the map is this river is a bit clunky. I mean, those are really high riverbanks. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 40 meters. 40 meters high, that bridge. That's a big drop in anybody's book. I mean, we're talking Grand Canyon drops basically there. So I think it's a bit too much. But vanilla map, who cares? This is very nice. I don't know if this is actually plopped or hand-drawn. If it's hand-drawn, it's excellent work. If it's plopped, it's been worked to a pretty good standard, actually. What we got here is no major issues. I mean, I thought street lights would be an issue, but no, everything is very good there. And it's all definitely donut proof as well. I've tried riding it through in the first-person camera. Nothing's clipping through here, so that's all good. My only grumble about the whole thing is the missing pillar that should go right there. Because that means we've now got a bit of it's not the world's longest trip, but from there to there without any support would have been very easy to fix. It's just clipped out of the game. But that's an excellent intersection. Really, really enjoy that. And we'll carrying on towards the start square. Now, if there's any major issue for me with the map, it's just a lack of imagination. The standards are there, the detailing is there, just the experience which makes you go, do you know what we need? We need to do something a little bit different like this. And this stands out on the whole map, this little bit here. This didn't need to be done. But it has been done, and it adds a lot, and, well, it's just basically perfect. It's just basically perfect. We need more of that within the map to make it go to the next level. Because what we got instead is just like this slowly arcing road, and it's fine. It's absolutely fine. It does, again, lead me to the question. Is this a plopped intersection? It looks like it, but if you have a look, it's not on a straight road. It's on an arced road. So again, it has been worked by the creator to fit the environment. So if it's not plopped, it's great work. And if it is plopped, it's great work. Either way, it's great work. Okay, now we'll head down in towards the start square now. It gets a little bit dull down here. Of course, vanilla, so we've only got the 1 lane and the 3 lane highways there. That's all we can play with here. And down to a little bit of basic tree detailing, which is fine. And a little bit of a roundabout there. And that's all perfectly fine as well. I don't mind the fact it's 3 lanes around, because you'll be upgrading that as soon as you start building. And we've also got one of these. It's the asset of the day, and it's the Sabrina Spellman house. Sabrina the Creenage, oh dear, the Teenage Witch. And it's a crematorium by Asdaril07. Loving the pumpkins on the front of the building there. It's an excellent model, this one, excellent model, and full marks to you. And because it's Halloween, I've got a very special factoid. The Carol, Silent Night. Well, why not? The Carol Silent Night was written to be accompanied by a single guitar when the organ in a German church broke down. That seems like a perfectly lovely carol as well. No, I'm not going to sing it. But yes, yeah. We'll do a few Christmas factoids this next week and a bit, maybe 2 weeks. We are getting close to Christmas, and some of you will be watching this Christmas week because there's always somebody watching it Christmas week. Anyway, the Sabrina Spellman house, crematorium by Asdaril07. Love those pumpkins. There you go, that's my thumbnail. Yeah, I think because the map is well, it's vanilla and it's okay, but I think that it's Halloween. How can I not use a Halloween thumbnail? That's probably why you're here today. Well, if it's the thumbnail of that made you watch this, you can go now. You're not going to see that again. It's in the past. It's history. It's gone. Intersection here, another really nice. These have got to be plopped. These are just too good. These are just too good. Again, everything's really very nice about this. Or are they too good to be plopped? I don't know. Help. Somebody help. Anyway, now this one. Now this bridge, again, nice little bit of ground detailing just to make a little bit of a difference. A little bit of encroaching foliage, but that is absolutely fine because that is not affecting anything. So that works for me. I'm good with that. We do have a missing pillar under here, but that's fine also because look at the shape of the bridge. There's your missing pillar. Shape of the bridge, that's going to support its own weight because of the arch. So that is just, again, excellent work. Very happy with that. I'm just having a really good week. Every single map this week has been more than adequate at the very least. And we've had some that one from Wellington Monday. Oh, hang on a second. We've got 2 rail lines here. This is the sexiest thing you're going to see in today's show. Not that Sabrina the Teenage Witch wasn't particularly sexy back in her day. Not that Melissa Joan Hart isn't particularly sexy now. Do like an older lady. But hello, watch this. Those 2 rail lines are intersecting right here. That's got to be plopped, hasn't it? I'm sure these are plopped and then hand tooled to make them fit the environment. They've got to be. These are just too good. Anyways, we come down here and it's a bit of light detailing around there as well. And we're going to see something else pretty sexy. Not the world's greatest bit of detailing, but we are talking 100% vanilla, which puts the limitations on. But the abandoned rail line over here to the abandoned industrial area. Considering what we have to work with, this is, the stop-start rail. It's quite evident what we're trying to achieve down here. And dead ends over there. And we've got, yes, everybody's favourite factories. Right, you've all had a little sing-along now. That was the horror of today's show, my singing voice. And look, see, that just looks like it did a line and a join up there. It just makes all the sense in the world. And that is the difference between, well, maps that really feel convoluted and we just want this to fit. So we're going to put this in, and it doesn't matter that it doesn't really make any sense. That made all the sense. Perfect rail bridge there. No need to elevate and put a little humpback bridge or anything like that, because that's not how it works. No, it just works beautifully. But yeah, we've had some really good maps this week. We started off with Wellington with his novel take on not flooding a map. Very nice. And then we've had a couple of other vanilla-ish maps. They're not totally vanilla, but some just good work this week. I'm really impressed this week. Everybody keep up the good work. Anyway, we'll take the intermission, we'll come back and we'll just see if we can keep this up after the intermission.
Do your bridges look like the game's AI has gone on holiday? Would you like vanilla bridges to be proud of? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Perfect Bridges by BonBonB. Click the information button below.
And so back to Someplace Else by kipalamode. And shipping routes. These are as good as you get. We go both sides of the islands. We've got two separate shipping routes that go parallel with each other, either side of the islands, and they connect up on either side of the islands like this. I have no words. It's just beautiful. It's just dreamy. I think somebody's been watching the show. I don't know, kipalamode, are you a watcher of the show? Because there's a lot of good practice going on here. Water flow, yeah, we got water flow going through the start square. Good strong water flow as well, and converging rivers as well. Goes out and right by the edge of the map as well, so the poop can go straight off the edge of the map if it wants to. Right, so anyway, we've got a nice backdrop of those mountains. They're not the world's worst for vanilla. For vanilla, they're not the world's worst mountains at all. Imagine how good they would look if we had a custom theme. Then we've got this rivers. The rivers I feel a little bit gouged, but almost they kind of make some kind of sense. There's a natural kind of vibe to them. And I particularly love the water spawn point in this particular river up here. I mean, that is understated and almost believable. Okay? I say almost believable because we see so many bad ones. This one though, had this just stopped at this lake, I would have been very happy with this one as well. But it's fed also by a mountain river, and this does feel a little bit contrived, if I'm honest. Up here, it just doesn't really, to me, feel natural at all, that one. So had that not been there and we'd just gone straight into a lake at the bottom, I'd have been very happy with that. We do have other lakes as well. We'll probably have a look at a few of those in a moment. How about this one over here? Oh, the hills. The hills could do with a little bit of polish. The softening tool, I think, in places. They're not the worst, but because it's vanilla, it's ugly. I'm sorry, but these themes are ugly. Colossal Order, I'm sorry, but I have to say this. And everybody agrees, so it's not just me being a bit moody and a bit off. This I could have lived without, and this rare, look, it's the essential lighthouse. It's a beautiful asset. But I don't feel it adds anything here at all. It's, I mean, it's well done, but it just doesn't feel like it belongs. And so that does feel a little contrived to me. As for when I talk about the imagination, I think the island shapes, they could have done a little bit more definition. But other than that, they're pretty good. And lots of opportunities as well. What do you think of the map though? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Right, what do I think about this map? Aesthetically, well, the fact that it's 100% vanilla is gonna struggle to score really high. I can't quite get it into 4-star category, but I think it's a strong 3-star. A strong 3-star. 3 stars for aesthetics. Detailing. Detailing is very nice on this one. Can't give it a 5th star. It's a long way short 5 stars, but it is a very good 4-star map for detail and high credit. High credit. Gameplay potential, lots of potential with this map as well. It could use a little bit more imagination, just to force the city builder to move away from the grid systems. But if you want to build a grid system map, this is exactly the sort of map that you're looking for, I think. So maybe it's a perfect 5 stars for gameplay. But that's what your voting's all about. My voting, I'm going to give it 4. I need something just to make me work a little bit. Someplace Else by kipalamode. A 100% vanilla map that doesn't suck. See, I did tell you, and I wasn't lying. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, for joining me for another map in the What's Map series. Tomorrow we have yet another map in the What's Map series, and it's one of the request maps voted in by the BonBon Buddies. Those guys in the top right hand corner. Is it too late to join the BonBon Buddies? Get your name in there for November. Well, it's close. If you hurry, if you get it done today, you might be all right. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll have a bit more fun today. Shall we? Shall we do that? Have a great night. Safe night.